weather with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley.
From here, the temperature continues to drop and those roads are just going to get icier.
Yeah, reporters all over the place were showing us how it was kind of slushy before. Slush is going away. It's starting to freeze hard right now.
Yeah, and that's going to be the big problem. We're even going to have refreezing tomorrow night. Anything that may try to melt tomorrow, we're going to have potentially some black ice issues for tomorrow night and Thursday morning. But let's get through tonight. We still have more wintry weather. Just stepped outside here at the station. We're still getting a little bit of light sleet. Some moderate sleet from time to time, and that's going to continue here for the next few hours. And we should see a gradual change over to snow before this all wraps up. All the purple and pink that you see in Mobile and Baldwin County is freezing rain and sleet. The very southern end of this, more than likely, is some freezing rain, but we're looking at sleet here in Mobile and points towards the north. Going over to northwest Florida, you guys have been kind of hugging the freezing line here right around the Pensacola and Gulf breeze, so there's a little bit of rain, some freezing rain going on here. And it's really right on the edge of the freezing line, and just a little bit north of that is where we're seeing the ice accumulations. We've had some reports and even some pictures being sent to us of some of the limbs falling off the pine trees due to the weight of the ice. So that is going to be a significant problem, may cause some power outages. Close to 300 people without power in Baldwin County, the latest report from the Baldwin County EMA. So we likely will see those numbers go up, particularly in the southern part of the county. Now this right here, this is yellow. It's a signature on the radar we call bright banding, and we look for this as meteorologists during winter weather situations. It oftentimes indicates heavier sleet falling, and we are seeing that in parts of Conecuh County. So likely heading north out of Bruton up towards Evergreen, you're going to be running into some sleet. Of course, if you live in that area, you don't need to be on the road at all. But if you're living in that region, you're probably getting some heavy sleet at this point. Looks like we're trying to see that transition over to snow into portions of Washington County. We really haven't gotten any reports yet out of Washington County to confirm that that is changing over to snow. Wayne County, Mississippi, reporting about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of snow. That's just to our north. So that transition may be happening here, especially around the Leakesville area. And then again, this is going to continue pushing off towards the south. Now, the radar kind of has a computer algorithm, if you will, or an equation that it uses to calculate exactly where the transition is from freezing rain over to snow. So this line isn't exact. It does a pretty good job of it, though. But this should gradually transition over to snow as the cold air starts to really filter in for tonight. We expect the entire system to wrap up, though, by early tomorrow morning. Winter storm warnings being chopped away in Mississippi, but still includes our entire area. And again, this whole thing is starting to wrap up. We're still seeing the rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. The snow is the last part of the winter storm, and we could see about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of accumulation of snow in some areas before it all wraps up. Some areas have already picked up about 1 inch of sleet so far, even some areas a little bit more than that. Michael sending us this picture earlier this afternoon from Orange Beach, and this is what we're talking about, the ice accumulating on those pine trees, and that's what's causing it to weigh down. Marcia in Foley sending this picture of one of her friend's house here. Looks like some holly trees that have just been totally uprooted, if you will, because of the weight of the ice at the very top of the tree. And this is a fascinating photo here. This was sent to us by Kimberly in Mobile. Her husband's work truck. This very interesting pattern here of the ice forming on the wheel as it was spinning around. So pretty cool. It can not only be beautiful, but it can also be a dangerous thing as well, and that's what we have with the ice. 25 right now in Mobile, 32 in Pensacola. Winds now blowing out of the north at about 16 miles per hour with some gusts up to about 20, so it is creating a wind chill. Right now feels like 12 in Mobile and 21 Pensacola. So wind chills will be an issue for tonight. Temperatures are going to drop only to around 20 degrees by early in the morning, upper teens, and that's going to freeze things solid in case things are still wet out there right now. We're likely going to have a big ice skating rink in most areas for tomorrow morning. So freezing rain and sleet continues, gradual transition over to snow later. Very dangerous driving conditions, falling limbs, power outages by tomorrow. Very early snow in the eastern sections, meaning northwest Florida and coastal areas, turning partly cloudy, barely above freezing, minimal melting expected through the day tomorrow. And you see their pinpoint predictor taking all the snow out of here by the time we head towards tomorrow afternoon. So again, tomorrow, partly cloudy by afternoon, still cold though, only in the lower 30s. We're up to the 70s on your 7-day forecast by this weekend.
All right, Derek, thanks so much. We've been showing you pictures of the Bayway all